series DLC is that it's very consistent, very good on average. Now there are some sore spots with this DLC, namely Ludwig and Lawrence are both fairly poorly designed, especially on high new game pluses, just because they have so much damn health. And some of their attacks are just hard. Not even hard to avoid. Hard to avoid is fine, but virtually impossible to avoid and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily what you want to deal with. But it is extremely atmospheric, very interesting, and you do get basically your Demon Souls-esque world system, like you do in Artorias of the Abyss. And the Dark Souls 2 DLC, I guess. It's like that there too. Where it's just like you go touch this beacon and it teleports you to an entirely new place. And then you do a sequence of 3 to 4 bosses. Now, in the case of... oh wow. That's interesting. We're probably gonna die. Well, we haven't yet. Still haven't. He can't spawn twice, right? So... we'd have to fight him twice if we go up here. Okay, I guess. Darn. Evil doggy. We almost recovered. But, in any case, as I was saying. In the case of the Bloodborne DLC, it's kind of like there's 3 different worlds that you go through. And that's very, very cool in my opinion. So, because they each have their own unique aesthetic and types of enemies and so forth. So at least from an exploration experience is very much worth it. But your mileage may vary as far as the boss fights go. I think Maria is one of the best designed boss fights in the entire series, but she's very easy on New Game. She's quite challenging on New Game +7, but on New Game she just doesn't have enough health. Orphan of Chaos is a very well designed fight, but if you fight him on later New Games, he also has way too much health. So, even though I like Orphan a lot, it's always a fight where I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just fight him 15 times, and if I don't kill him, whatever. Because I don't really lose anything from not killing him. He doesn't give a lot of souls or anything. And luckily I have killed him, I think, every single run since I've made that stipulation, but I think eventually I will not, so... eventually there'll be a run where I don't kill him. Okay, can I get him? No. This guy has armor, so you want to avoid or he uses Blood Elixir, I think, which means he's immune to poison damage, basically. So, generally speaking, I like parrying him. And, yeah, same exact thing happened. I'm assuming the dogs will come chasing us again. My blood stain should probably be here because there's nothing else in the vicinity. Nope. Something got it. Don't know what. What is his name? I don't remember. The bell guy despawned up there, and now his bell's ringing again because he's gonna spawn at the bottom of this staircase. And something has their souls. It must be upstairs. So we're still gonna have to fight him. I might actually have to fight him twice, or 3 times in his life. And I'm low on bullets, so that makes it even worse. I'm not really worried about the souls, so if we lose those, that's fine. But I'm not just gonna push out and intentionally die, I'll try. Maybe I can down attack him or something. Yeah, good. Bloodletter's is a very interesting weapon, because it's like 2 slow attacks and then a sort of relentless string of follow-ups after that. It takes a lot of stamina to get it to work well. Okay. One down. Beast hide garb. I want to say his name starts with a BR? BRO or something. You could just go look it up. Where's the button at? Alrighty. And now my brain is super focused on trying to remember the damn name. Must remember a meaningless piece of lore. Must be done. Alright, so there should be a ladder to get back up somewhere around here. Hopefully. Make a dream. I just can't remember. I always do this the other way around. Like, the number of times I've fallen off that bridge like that is probably 2, meaning the 2 times it just happened. I don't know how to get back up now. Damn it. Well, there is a way back up. But will I ever find it? That is the question. Well, here's the ladder. Oh, I guess. Okay, now we don't have to worry about it. Just bypass that area entirely. That's interesting that the lightning strikes you while you're on the ladder. There's no way to avoid it because it is based on your horizontal position. So if you're just moving vertically, then you're not going to be able to dodge it while you're on a ladder. Alright. Round 2 or 3 with Mr. Bell. I guess we could just bum rush him, that'll probably work. Wait, what? Where'd he go? Okay, this makes no sense. Oh, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to spawn infinitely, like even if you kill him, he comes back again, and again, and again. As Simon says. Before he dies. Ah, that reminds me of the Joaquin Phoenix line from Gladiator. Again. And again. And again. And of course Joaquin Phoenix's voice in real life is super deep, so it's amusing that he has that really aggravating effeminate sounding voice in Gladiator. He does play that role extremely well though, so I think the whole point was that you hate the character. And so everyone does. If you read up on the story of Commodus in real life, it's really fascinating. Like him participating in rigged gladiatorial games and all that shit. It's a lot to be gleaned from random Roman emperors. Alrighty. I think we're at about 8 or 9 minutes, so we should still have plenty of time to do essentially the rest of this area before we're going to fight Orphan. And yep, he's grabbing me if you couldn't tell, so this animation is perfect. A lot of weird jankiness today. I don't know why. I mean, I'm used to jankiness in other games, but in Bloodborne it doesn't have it that often. Oh well, not a big deal. Amusing even. I think it's just this one. Oh, it's one of the jumpers. Okay. Should probably pay attention. Now we get to see if the bell ringing guy shows up right here or not. Because he didn't show up earlier. It didn't really make any sense. Will he show up here? Despite me once again. He is, okay. Are we too close, or is he going to pop? I gotta wait for him to... Okay. Got him. Trousers. Guess we might as well look at the seascape and the manta ray on his cars. It's beautiful. Not grey at all. Alright. Well, we definitely want to open the shortcut before we go do the blood rack. So it's going to take a little bit of time. And surprisingly, this thing actually managed to follow me. An uncommon occurrence. True rarity. Now we can go get the blood rock and then Hunter's Mark. Then I can press the share button. I'm just gonna ignore the brain ladies and hope for the best. I'm pretty sure church garb always has low frenzy though, so we're gonna get popped real quickly. It's just a matter of whether it hits us again. It did not, so it should be in the clear. Now, whether I can actually get off the Hunter's Mark, another story, but if we die, it's not that big of a deal. I'll just leave the souls here and be happy with my blood rack. Yeah, it looks like that lighting is gonna affect us. Yeah. But, in any case, we're gonna have to do some gem management fairly quickly here. I think we're gonna get pegged twice. Yeah, we did. Oh. Unless it was spamming blood vials, then there was no way out of that. And I'm pretty sure there was just no way out of it. Period. Our frenzy resistance is way too low. It's possible we could have killed the brain lady, but we would have just died a second later to the frenzy.